Hello, gorgeous. So a number of you really liked this look that I did the other week, and I decided that it was worth doing a tutorial because it's one of my go-to looks right now. So let's get into it. I started by filling in my brows with this brow pencil from NARS. It's a really great color. There's no red undertones to it. For the skin, I just applied a primer first. I really like this one from YSL. I'm definitely going to be purchasing the full size very soon. I'm not really a primer girl, but this actually does make my makeup look a lot better for longer. The foundation that I use is the Born This Way by Too Faced, and I'm really liking it so far. It looks really beautiful on the skin, almost like nothing. It's not heavy, it's really blendable, but has very nice buildable coverage. And it doesn't sink into any lines at all, so you can just kind of smile all you want. I mainly apply that around the perimeter of my face where I need the most coverage. If there's any spots that are left over, I'll just use the Born This Way concealer. I'll list everything that I'm using in the description box down below so that you can find everything. But for underneath my eyes, I use the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. That's all I use. It's just my favorite thing. And I like to lock everything in with translucent powder. I'm really liking a matte finish, especially during the summer months. It just helps keep product from slipping around, and it lets me apply glow to where I want there to be glow. So we'll get into that later. But a major key is to wipe off your lips after you're done with your foundation and your concealer. In the meantime, I'll apply a little bit of lip balm and let that soak in while I'm working on the rest of my makeup. So I'm contouring my cheeks, and I'm really just trying to enhance the overall bone structure of my face. I don't really contour my nose, but when I'm on camera, I tend to prefer it. It just makes things look a little bit more defined. A major key is reverse contouring, which is kind of like baking. So I just take a lot of powder onto a puff and I carve out the contour underneath the cheekbones and also the sides of the nose. It's really gonna help to kind of clean things up, carve things out, bump up some contrast. And this is just how to really snatch a face. So we're gonna leave that on there while we move on to the eyes. Really love the KKW Mario palette. I just take a fluffy brush and layer these two eyeshadows on top of each other. First, the lighter medium warm brown, just all over the lids, a little bit along the lower lash line. Next, I go over with the darker chocolatier brown. It's not too thought out. It's really just a wash of color. I try to pull the outer corners a little bit just for a sexier feline effect. And speaking of feline effect, I really like, obviously eyeliner is key with that. And I like to line the upper waterline with a black pencil. It just gives your lashes a fuller look, and it's kind of like invisible eyeliner. It just makes a huge difference in my opinion. I do like to get the inner corner as well, but it's really important that if you're going to do this, you use something that doesn't smudge. For me, I really like the NARS pencil. I swear NARS isn't sponsoring this video. It's just what I've been loving, and I've been noticing that it doesn't really move around too much. So I then get an angled liner brush, I wet it and dip it into a little bit of brown eyeshadow, and I use that to create a point at the tear ducts. This really elongates the look of the eyes and gives that sexy cat eye effect, and it's a lot more subtle than using straight like liquid liner or whatever. Next, curl your lashes if you like to. I then run a black eyeliner pencil just along the outer third of my eye and create a little bit of a smudgy soft wing. Nothing too perfect. It just takes a lot of the stress out of lining your eyes. It's just a really nice soft line. And then I layer two mascaras on top of each other, and I'll be sharing dupes in the description box as well. But the key here is to use the wand to kind of push the lashes to the side, like pull them outwards, which gives that nice feline effect. I'm very into cat eyes and not in the very overly obvious kind of way right now. So the direction that you apply your mascara makes a huge difference in the way that your eyes end up looking. And typically I don't really apply mascara to the bottom right now, especially during the summer. I don't even want to think about whether it's going to smudge or not. So for the brows, I obviously really like fluffy brows, and I've been playing around with this brow gel from Benefit. It's pretty legit. I'm not the biggest fan of the applicator, to be honest. It does take a little bit of getting used to, but the product really holds the brows up and in place, and it just keeps them perky and fluffy looking. Now we can knock off the powder. The blush that I'm using is by Flower Beauty. It's just a perfect pink, I swear by it. So now we can go ahead, wipe away our lip balm. For the lips, I've been obsessed with Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Lip Pencil. This is a very popular product, and I think it's popular for a reason. It really matches like the natural tone of your lips, but it's just a little bit pinkier. And everyone always asks me what's on my lips, and it's literally just this. I line my lips with it, and I just color in my entire lips with the lip pencil. Okay, that's it. I'll dab a little bit of lip balm in the center just for a little bit of hydration, and of course, my favorite part is highlighter. I like to get the tops of my cheeks, above my brows, and a little on the bridge of my nose. I try to avoid the tip just because on myself I feel like it ends up looking a little bit greasy, especially on camera, so I just avoid the tip of my nose. And then obviously I always like to get my collarbones, my shoulders. Look, whatever skin is exposed, I want it to be glowing. So that's all for this look. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you want to see next, if you have any other questions, etc. I love you guys, and I look forward to talking to you again very, very soon. Bye!